Good day again. This is a continuation of our discussion on model evaluation and model comparison. This time, we're going to check statistical comparison, and the last one is the SHAP, Explainable AI. So we were able to generate this, okay, the Ramsey, the MAE, the R-squared, and even the directional accuracy for each of the models, each of the algorithms. For example, for Ramsey, which will be our focus now, we were looking at the for Ramsey, it's the XGBoost. Okay, root mean square error. Sorry, random forest. Sorry, random forest 0.0044 that scored the best among the 6 algorithms. Linear regression has had 0.0046. Decision tree had 0.0047. The worst performer was ANN. Now, the question is, are these measures, are they statistically significant? Or baka random chance lang to? So that's very important kasi if random chance lang siya, then we cannot say that in terms of Ramsey, random forest performed better than linear regression or decision tree. Kasi ito, kunyari, SVR, malapit lang siya, no? Di ba? So, possible na si random forest, sino yung pinakamalapit? Si ano pala linear regression, no? Possible lang na baka random chance lang yan, baka hindi statistically significant yung difference. So that's why even in your research, in your paper in the future, kailangan yung mag statistical test to see whether there is a statistical significance between the yung differences ng ng Ramsey, ng MAE, ng R-squared. For our purposes, we'll just take a look at Ramsey, no? And then I'll leave you to class to look at the pag-MAE naman. So anong statistical test ang pwedeng gamitin? Okay, we can make use of the Diebold, okay, Diebold Mariano test. So let's go here. So now go to itong statistical test natin. So as I said, very important na we test statistically kung different ba talaga yung measures sila. And as I said here, we're going to focus just on RMC. Okay? So forecast evaluation measures such as yung apat, it summarizes the overall performance of the forecasting models. Now, these measures identify the model with the smallest forecasting error except for R-squared, no? So R-squared naman yung pinakamataas na predictive capability to explain yung variability ng dependent variable natin. So, say when you set out to do your research, it's possible that the two forecasting models may produce very similar performance measures. Okay? Or pwedeng yung small numerical differences can arise simply because of random sampling variation. Okay? Rather than genuine differences in predictive ability. So therefore, kailangan natin mag-statistical testing. Okay? So among the various statistical procedures for forecasting, no, ang isa sa pinaka-popular is a Diebold-Mariano test. Okay? So we're going to use that here, Diebold-Mariano test. And in your paper, gawin nyo rin to sa case nyo. So this was proposed by Francis Diebold and Roberto Mariano, 1995 pa. And it's one of the most widely used statistical procedures for comparing the forecasting accuracy of competing prediction models. Okay. Now, ang nangyayari sa DM class, sa Diebold, rather than comparing the forecasts themselves, the DM test compares the forecast errors produced by two competing models. Okay, so if one model consistently produces smaller forecast errors than another, then the DM test determines whether this improvement is sufficiently large to conclude that the difference is unlikely to have occurred by random chance. Okay, may konting history dito, no? And of course, you can check din sa web class kung ano yung history behind the DM test. And then I provided here yung pinaka-ano dito class, ang gagawin natin, yung Ramsey lang, no? Kasi masyado nang mahaba kung sasama pa natin lahat. Sa case nyo, ganun din, class. I think I'll give the instructions just to use, I don't know, maybe R squared or maybe Ramsey then. So yung DM test class does not compare Ramsey values directly. Okay, take note of that. Instead, it compares the sequence of forecast errors generated by two competing forecasting models. So just like in any statistical test, may null at saka may alternative hypothesis tayo. So ang null hypothesis natin, there is no statistically significant difference in the predictive accuracy of the competing forecasting models. Now, generic ko to kasi i-compare natin si linear regression with decision tree, linear regression with random forest, etc. So marami tayong i-compare, so we'll use a generic hypothesis. So there is no statistically significant difference in the predictive accuracy of the two competing forecasting models. There is a statistically significant difference. Okay, null at saka alternative. Okay, now explain ko lang class yung equation ng Diebold-Mariano, no? Okay? So alam naman natin na ang forecast error in difference between the observed and the predicted value. That we know, di ba? Ito yan, no? Yung forecast error is equal to the actual minus the predicted value. Okay. Now, si Diebold-Mariano, gumagamit siya ng loss function. Hindi niya kino-compare yung forecast errors directly. So, ang ginagawa niya, each forecast error is transformed into a numerical measure of forecasting loss. So, gumagawa siya ng loss function. Okay, ito yung loss function. So, hindi naman natin kailangan na tingnan yung nitty-gritty details ito. But you take a look at this, the loss function is equal to the squared residual. Okay? So si Diebold-Mariano, ang tinitingnan niya yung squared residual and not the error itself. Squared residual. No? Okay? Squaring the forecast error ensures that all loss values are positive while assigning greater penalties to larger forecasting errors. So ginagawa niyang positive yung error, tapos pag mas malaki, bibigyan na ng mas malaking weight, no? Okay, kaya tayo may tinatawag na loss differential. After computing the forecasting loss for each competing model, the next step is to compare these losses. Okay, nagko-compute tayo ng loss differential. Okay, hindi na natin titingnan yung class ito. Okay, the differential is equal to loss ni E1T, yung model 1, minus loss ni E2T. So, dalawang models ang kino-compare, two at a time. Hindi naman pwedeng sabay-sabay lahat. No? Kaya sabi ko, linear regression versus decision tree, linear regression versus random forest. Okay? For one specific metric. So, ang kukunin lang natin dito yung Ramsey lang. Okay? Although, alam naman natin class na all of the methods class, all of the models there have, all of the algorithms have their own residuals. No? Okay? So whether you're using MAE, yung residuals ng MAE, i-square din yun. Tapos mag-create ng loss function. Okay, so when the loss differential is close to zero, ibig sabihin nun, both forecasting models exhibit similar predictive performance. Kasi konti lang difference eh. Pero pag persistently positive or negative loss, okay, then one model consistently produces smaller forecasting losses than another. Okay, so ito yung test statistic. So may loss function, tapos ito yung test statistic niya. Okay, we will not anymore look at how this is statistically done. Okay, pero just magkakaroon din tayo ng dito ng p-value. And then, alam naman natin, class, na pag p-value is less than 0.05, then i-reject natin null hypothesis. Again, ano yung null hypothesis? Okay, babalikan natin dito. I-copy natin to para okay, ito class, no? Ito. As a reminder to you, ano ba yung null hypothesis natin? Null at saka yung alternative. I'll go back here. Okay. So magko-compute ng test statistic, di ba? Tapos mako-compute yung p-value. Okay? Control V. Okay, ano yung null hypothesis natin? Di ba, ang null hypothesis natin, there is no statistically significant difference. So pareho lang sila, class, no? Kahit na magkaiba yung values ng ano nila, no? Kunyari Ramsey, ano lang yun, yung random chance lang nagkaiba yun. Okay? So, if the p-value is less than 0.05, then we will reject this. There is no statistically significant difference. It means na may kaibahan sila. No? Okay? Yung null hypothesis natin, pareho lang sila. Pareho lang yung dalawang models na yun. Si linear regression, for example, at saka si linear regression at saka si decision tree, pareho lang sila. But if the p-value is less than 0.05, then there's a difference. May kaibahan sila. No? Okay? So same thing. No? Reject null hypothesis. If it's greater than 0.05, then fail to reject the null hypothesis. All right. So ngayon, okay, so we're going to use this forecast, dplyr, at saka si flex table. Okay? And then, gagamitin natin to. Mag-create tayo ng function. So dm compare, we're going to compare the Diebold-Mariano. Ang function natin, kailangan ibigay natin yung actual value, predicted 1, yung model 1, predicted 2 ni model 2, at saka ano yung model 1 at saka model 2. Diba bawat isa may model, LM model, RF model, at saka LM pred, RF pred. Each of them has their own model and then each of them have their own predicted values. No? So ang equation natin, error 1 is your actual minus pred 1, as error 2 will be the error for predicted 2, actual minus predicted 2. And then magfo-forecast tayo, no? Forecast using dm.test. E1 is equal to error 1, ito. E2 is equal to error 2, this one. And then alternative natin, two-sided. Okay, so both titingnan natin, left side at saka right side. And then h is equal to 1, at saka power is equal to 2. Yung power class, ito yung kanina yung e sub e squared. Pag power is equal to 1, absolute value lang ng error yon. Then, pag power is equal to 1, then more for, ano yan, for MAE. Pag e squared, this is better for Ramsey. And then, mag-create tayong data frame. Si model 1 we'll call model 1 as model 1, okay? And then, model 2 as, of course, model 2. Okay, and then, natin yung dm stat, and then yung p-value. Okay, so tingnan nyo to class, magkakaroon tayo ng model 1, model 2, yung dm statistic, at saka yung p-value. Okay, so let's run this. Okay. Ito, importante class yung p. Pag power is equal to 1, yung, di ba yung loss function natin kanina, it has something to do with the loss function. Di ba yung e squared, okay? Ito yung power is equal to 2. Pag power is equal to 1, absolute value lang ng e. So this is more apt for MAE. This is more apt for Ramsey, kaya ito power is equal to 2. Alright? So in-explain ko naman dito, class, kung ano yung code, no? Kaya naka-explain naman siya. Alright. Then, magko-compare na tayo, no? DM compare. Okay? Test ML. Okay, ito yung actual natin, di ba? Remember class, ano yung ano? Ito, di ba? DM compare. Ito yon, di ba? Ano yung hinihingi? Actual, pred 1, pred 2, model 1, model 2. Tapos ito mga to class, kinompute dito. Okay, so I'll run this. Okay, and then, i-compute natin ngayon dito sa ilalim. Okay, ano mangyayari dito? Yung actual natin ito. Tapos yung ano natin, yung predicted value ito. Okay, at saka yung model natin, di ba kanina ni-name natin na random forest at saka linear regression. Okay, i-run natin to ha. I'll run this. Okay, tingnan nyo to class. Ano resulta niya? What is the result of the, okay, ulitin ko, of this statistical test? Ito na lang. Okay, so Model 1, si random forest. Model 2, si linear regression. Inuna natin si random forest, tapos si linear regression. Ang DM statistic natin, negative 2.13. Okay? Ang p-value natin is negative 0.33. So what does that tell us, class, about our statistical test? This is less than 0.05, no? So ibig sabihin, class, i-reject natin hypothesis na pareho lang si random forest at saka si linear regression. Hindi sila pareho. May kaibahan sila. No? Statistically, significant yung difference sila. So, yung nakita natin kanina na kaibahan ni in fact, negative yung DM stat. Oh. Paano nakuha yung DM stat na yan, class? Di ba, ang formula natin is ito, error 1, okay, si prediction 1, error 2, si prediction 2. Sino yung error 1? Si random forest. Sino yung error 2? Si linear regression. Negative siya. Ano ibig sabihin ng class? Yung negative. Ibig sabihin, mas maliit si random forest kaysa kay linear regression. Kaya negative yung lumalabas. Diba? Why is that so? Kasi yung formula natin, yung formula, error 1 dito. Where's that? Error 1 minus error 2. Ito, here. Plus, yan o. Ito yung ano natin, yung loss function natin, di ba? Ito. Yung loss differential natin. Loss ni random forest minus loss ni linear regression. Negative ang lumalabas. Ano ibig sabihin nun? Mas maliit, class, yung loss ni random forest. And statistically significant siya. So what does that mean? Balikan ko to ha. Sorry. Hindi lang, class. Sorry, nasa kabila pala. Here. Ito yung table natin kanina. Asan yung summary natin? Ito, class. Ramsey ni random forest, 0.0044. Ramsey ni linear regression, 0.0046. So with the DM Mariano, class, that really completes your case, your paper. Kasi ngayon, hindi natin sinasabi na, ay, mas maliit si random forest, so mas okay siya in terms of Ramsey. Ngayon, we reinforce it with a statistical test, now which really makes our inference on that valid. Na, yeah, statistically, mas talaga, mas mababa si yung loss function ni random forest, no? So, yung difference ni linear regression at saka ni random forest, hindi siya by chance lang. Statistically, may magkaiba sila. Okay, magkaiba silang statistically. Okay, so going back here, saan na tayo? Okay, so that's an example of the Diebold-Mariano. Ngayon, gawin natin to para sa lahat. Ngayon, ang tanong, kasi 6 yung models natin, no? We have 6 models, and then, kukunin natin siya, 6 models. So, ilan yung kukompare natin? 2. Diba? So, this is binomial theorem, class. No? If you recall, binomial to ng 6 at saka 2. 6 observations taken 2 at a time. So, ilang combinations ang makukuha natin? If you recall, class, n, ang formula niyan, n factorial at saka r factorial n minus r factorial. Okay? Para malaman natin kung ilan yung combination na pwede. Kasi ano yung combination? Linear regression at saka decision tree. Linear regression at saka XGBoost. Linear regression at saka random forest, linear regression. So bawat isa, ipaparis natin, no? Okay. So how many methods do we have? 6. Gawin natin 6 factorial over taken what? 2 at a time, di ba? 2 factorial tapos n minus r. Ano yung n minus r? 6 minus 2 factorial. So that's the number of combinations that we need. Okay? So ano yung 6 factorial class? Alam niyo naman na 6 factorial is 6 times 5 times 4, di ba? Times 3 times 2. Yung times 1, hindi ko na sinama. Okay. Ano tong 6 minus 2 factorial? That's 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. Hindi ko na sinama yung 1. Times 2. Okay? Tapos ano tong 2 factorial? 2 times 1. So therefore, magka-cancel out to nasa taas na to. 4, 3, 2, 4, 3, 2 cancels out. So mangyayari, 6 times 5 divided by 2. So 15 combinations. 15 combinations ang pwede nating tingnan, compare. So ano siya? Linear regression and decision tree. Linear regression and random forest. Linear regression compared with XGBoost. Linear regression compared with SVR. Linear regression compared with ANN. Diba? Tapos punta naman tayo kay decision tree. Decision tree compared with RF. Hindi na kay linear regression kasi tapos na yan. Meron na yan. No? So, if you pair that out, class, you'll notice na 15 yan. So, madami-dami, no? 15. Okay? 15. Ang malalaman natin dyan, class, kunyari, yung difference ba ni LR, linear regression, at saka ni decision tree, statistically significant ba yan? Kung hindi siya statistically significant, class, ibig sabihin, what does that mean, class? Kung if p-value is greater than 0.05, then, ibig sabihin ng class, we what? We fail to reject the null hypothesis that there is no statistical, there's no difference, no, statistically, okay, between the RMC of yung RMC ni linear regression at saka ni decision tree. Anyway, sige, let's do that para mapakita natin. Okay. So yan, 15 yung 6 taken 2 at a time. Okay. So let's first create a list. Okay, mga predictions natin. Let's call linear regression. Ito yung prediction natin, LM-pred, 3-pred, RF-pred, XGB-pred, SVR-pred, ANN-pred. So let's run this. Okay, so may mga gantong pangalan tayo for this one. And then, okay, tingnan nyo, no? Mag-create tayo ng DM compare, yung function natin. Di ba ito yung function natin? Actual, pred 1, pred 2, model 1, model 2. Okay? Tapos, ito yung kanina, di ba? What do we have here, class? Magdadagdag tayo ng significance. Ito, 3 stars, 2 stars, 1 star. Okay? And then, magdadagdag tayo ng column na maglalagay ng decision. Kung reject or fail to reject. Okay. So, mag-create tayo ng data frame, model 1, model 2, is equal to model 1, model 2 dito, di ba? Tapos yung DM statistic natin, i-round natin DM stat into 3 decimal places, p-value 4 decimal places. Okay. So ngayon, mag-create tayo ngayon ng DM compare, okay, for all, sa lahat, class. Sa lahat ng ano natin, ng yung pairs natin. Okay? So I'm going to run this. Okay. And then, ito na, no? DM compare all na natin. Ang ilalagay natin, function at saka ng actual at saka predictions. Okay, yung actual, tsaka yung mga predictions natin. Di ba ang predictions natin yung 6 na predictions, no? So, ang model names natin is the names of the predictions, yung linear regression, etc., etc. Tapos ito class, magpe-pair combination tayo. No? COMB and combination ng model names. Ibig sabihin, ipe-pair niya yan isa-isa. No? Ipe-pair niya isa-isa. Ilan? Dalawahan. No? So yung 15 na yung kanina class, makukuha natin bawat isa. Tapos, okay. Alright, i-list apply niya and then compare. Okay. Bosap mo nga ito. Okay. Alright, I'm going to run this. Yan. Tapos yung results na yan, table yan, ano? Okay. Let's create this object, results DM. Ito na yung to class. Ilan? 15 rows, no? So, ang ginawa niya, linear regression versus decision tree. Linear regression versus random forest. Linear regression versus XGBoost. Isa-isa niyang kinumpare. Tapos, linagay niya yung DM statistic. Linagay niya yung p-value class. Tapos, pinalagyan ko ng asterisk. Significant at 0.05. Significant at 10%. 10%. Okay? Tapos, kung reject or fail to reject. No? Fail to reject kung greater than 0.05. Alright? And then, ito, ginawa na lang natin ng table. Kaya yung flex table, yung gusto natin ng flex table class para mas makita yung result. Okay, there you go class. Yan. Yan. Andyan lahat ng 15 na ano natin, pairwise. No? So, kikita natin kung which of them are statistically significant. So, from the looks of it, linear regression at saka random forest, statistically significant. No? Tapos sino pa? Mukhang si random forest lahat, statistically significant. No? Ibig sabihin talagang ano si random forest, ano siya. No? Lahat ng random forest kasi, random forest at saka XGBoost, ito hindi. No? Hindi statistically significant si random forest at saka si XGBoost, which is surprising. No? Tapos si random forest, ANN, statistically significant lang. So, ibig sabihin si random forest at saka si XGBoost, hindi significant yung difference sila. Ano ba yung difference sila? Okay? Random forest 0.0044, XGBoost 0.0049. Okay? So, walang statistical difference. Ibig sabihin yung, kasi di ba, it's possible kasi si random forest at saka si XGBoost, parang medyo similar yung method nila. Si decision forest, di ba, si random forest, di ba, many trees, tapos ina-average lang natin yung mga values. Si ano naman, XGBoost, trees din, kaso sequential siya. So, this tells us that yung random forest natin at saka XGBoost, although magkaiba yung ano nila, 0.0044, 0.0049, it tells us that medyo hindi siya statistically significant. Okay, there's no difference between yung random forest natin at saka si XGBoost. Not significant, no? But the others class, random forest and linear regression, significant siya. May kaibahan talaga. Random forest and decision tree, significant. Random forest and ANN, significant. Random forest and, asan si SBR? May kulang ako dito. Ba't wala si SVR, no? Okay. I-check ko na lang class tapos ang ilalagay ko na lang yung ano. Walang SVR eh. But SVR with ANN is not statistically significant. Okay? So this class now is a very, very important tool sa research nyo, sa case nyo, no? Kasi i-require ko kayo na i-test nyo kung statistically significant ba yung ano, yung 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 mga models na ginawa natin at saka yung metrics nila. Okay. Last class, SHAP. Ito. Okay. This is the last one, which is also part of your case. Okay. Alright, so explain lang natin quickly. Si machine learning class, they achieved excellent forecasting performance. However, yung high predictive accuracy alone is insufficient for many real-world economic problems, economic applications. So, yung mga analysts, mga portfolio managers, okay, importante maintindihan nila why. Bakit kaya yung mga forecasting model natin nagge-generate ng ganong klaseng prediction? Okay, so dito, sa chapter 11 class, di ba, inano natin yung decision engine natin. Statistical test. Tapos based on the evidence, si random forest was selected as the primary forecasting model. Bakit? Siya yung pinakamaliit na RMSE. Siya nga din yung pinakamaliit na MAE. Tsaka pinakamataas na R-squared. At tsaka pinakamataas na directional accuracy. Okay? Pero si XGBoost, di ba? Sabi natin kanina, hindi siya statistically different from random forest. Di ba? Kasi walang statistical difference yung XGBoost at saka yung random forest. So itong last chapter natin, class, we'll try to understand how the selected machine learning model generates its predictions. Okay? So ito yung relatively new class, yung SHAP, no? SHAP, S-H-A-P, which is Shapley Additive Explanations. So ito yung explainable AI na to, no? I call it explainable artificial intelligence. Okay? So maraming klaseng SHAP functions. Konti lang titingnan natin, no? Alright? So bakit kailangan ng explainable AI? An example of which is yung SHAP, no? Si Shapley nga pala tao ng class 1950s. Statistician siya. Siya yung nag-generate itong model na to. So yung mga traditional statistical models, class, such as linear regression, nagbibigay sila ng mathematical equations. So alam natin relationships ng mga variables. Pero yung mga many ML algorithms, class, wala equations yung mga yon, di ba? Okay? And nagbibigay sila ng even highly accurate forecast. Pero wala silang mga equations. Si linear regression model meron. Okay? Now why is that so? Because, di ba yung algorithm sa to, class, black box to eh. Hindi natin talaga alam kung ano nangyayari sa loob. No? So enter XAI, Explainable Artificial Intelligence. So this one will help us address yung problem by providing methods that reveal how the ML algorithm make their prediction. So kahit paano sasabihin sa atin kung paano niya ginawa yung model, ano. So nakakapag-improve ng transparency, interpretability, and trust. Okay? Bakit kailangan ng SHAP, no? Okay, kunyari si random forest, pinipredict niya na si USD PHP will increase tomorrow. Positive yung prediction niya. Now, the prediction itself may be highly accurate. However, an important question is, how did the model make that prediction? Paano niya ginawa yun? Kasi unlike the linear regression, may equation. Kaya maalam natin kung paano ma-generate yung forecast. Kasi may mga coefficients, di ba? May mga parameters. So may equation. So nakukompute natin. Si RF hindi. Wala naman siyang equation, di ba? Wala naman siyang pinoproduce na single mathematical equation that directly shows how each predictor influences the response variable. Si random forest, ang daming mga trees, di ba? Ang daming mga trees, kinukuha lang yung averages to generate a single forecast. Okay? This lack of transparency is commonly referred to as the black box problem. Parang naglagay ka sa isang black box, hindi mo alam kung ano yung nasa loob. So in many financial applications, yung prediction accuracy alone is not sufficient. So yung mga financial analysts, portfolio managers, etc., they must also understand the factors that influence the model's prediction before making important decisions. Okay? So instead of just simply identifying which variables are important, si SHAP, minimeasure niya how much each predictor increases or decreases an individual prediction. Okay? So galing si SHAP sa game theory, no? Okay, sabi ko nga, kunyari, we have 6 friends who work together to earn a price of, let's say, 6,000. Bawat magkaibigan, no, nagko-contribute sila to the team's success. Some contribute more efforts while others contribute less. An important question therefore arises, how should the 6,000 be divided fairly among the 6 friends? Kasi magkakaiba silang contribution eh. O, paano magiging, so, ang result, paano ihahatiin yung 6,000? Equally weighted ba? Okay. Paano yung fairness, no? A fair solution should be reward each friend according to the value na binibigay nila dun sa success ng team. Okay, ito yung sinosolve class ni Shapley. Okay, Nobel Peace Prize winner to si Lloyd Shapley. Okay, so in-apply to sa machine learning din. So instead of dividing the prize money among the people, si Shap distribute yung model's prediction among the predictor variables. Okay, so punta na tayo sa example, no? Okay, hindi natin masyadong titinan class yung mathematics behind that. Okay, so this is the math behind that. Ito, the y hat, the predicted value is equal to a certain baseline prediction plus the total number of predictor variables, yung m, divided by phi sub I. Phi sub I is a Shap value associated with each predictor variable. Okay, so bawat predictor variable class may Shap value sila. Alright. So we will not anymore take a look at how it's computed, no? Kasi that's beyond the scope of our, Punta na lang tayo class dito. Yung application nito. So maraming klaseng Shap class, no? Maraming klaseng Shap. Ang gagamitin natin itong dalawa, no? Si ShapVis at saka si FastShap. Okay? Alright. So let's take a look at this. Let's generate this object called PredWrapper. Nag-create tayo ng function of object at saka new data. Okay. So, i-predict daw si object at saka new data. Alam naman natin si new data, yan yung yung ML, test ML natin. So, okay, we will not anymore take, I leave you class to at least try to research or at least to try to understand, no? Ngayon, hindi siya, you can just use this model. But later on sa research nyo, maganda kung maintindihan nyo to. Okay? Anyway, ang tinitilan natin dito, class, sa shop natin, yung comparison natin, yung random forest. No? Kasi siya yung nakita natin na pinakamaganda. No? Alright? So let's run this. Nagamit natin yung ShapVis na na Shapley na na method natin. Alright. Okay. So first, titingnan natin class yung feature importance plot. So tingnan nyo to, SV, okay, ShapVis to, no? Importance nung ShapV na random forest. Okay, random forest class yung ginagamit natin, di ba? Yun ang kino-compare natin. Okay, so if I run this, okay, in-explain ko yung code dito, no? Plus kung ano yung ibig sabihin yan. And then ipiprint natin dito, makikita nyo class kung ano yung run pa. Yung ano gina-generate ni ShapVis. Run pa. Alright, tignan nyo to class. Class, no? So, ito parang ano din yung variance importance. Okay? So, RSI, BB with VIX current. So, ang question, pareho ba siya dun sa variance importance na na-generate natin dati using yung random forest? Okay, I'd like you to check, no? Kung pareho lang siya ng result na na-generate in the same manner as itong ShapVis na to, Shap visualization. So I explained here kung ano yung ibig sabihin ng mga yan. Tapos tingnan natin class yung importance. SHOP V's importance, and then we can make use of the bees swarm. No? Okay, tingnan nyo to. Ibang ano naman, ibang plot naman to. So this is another way to present your okay, kikita natin dito, no? High. Ito class yung index dito. Yung light colored high. Tapos ito, low. Okay, so you can see here class, may mga observations na in terms of RSI, very high yung ano nila, high yung yung importance sa pag predict, no? Meron din naman mga ito may isang low dito na ano, di ba? Very low. And then that goes to show also for the same variables na nakita natin kanina sa SHOP V's. Okay? B swarm class, no? All right? So ito class, nagbigay ako ng konting ano dito. Yung last, yung waterfall. Okay? So tatlo yung tinin natin. Ito din, no? Ganun din. So may linagay ako explanation dito. See, waterfall class, si SHOP V's waterfall produces a waterfall plot for an individual observation. Unlike yung feature importance plot natin kanina and the B-swarm plot, kasi yun sinasummarize yung model across many observations. Yung waterfall plot explain one prediction at a time. So isa-isa to, no? It's one at a time. All right? So for your case class, of course, kahit pwedeng yung ano lang, yung kasi pwede naman kayong gumamit din ng ano yung var importance sa random forest or kahit yung beeswax lang kasi mas mahirap class, mas ano i-interpret tong ano itong waterfall. Okay? I just wanted to present this to you para makita nyo na may mga iba pa palang ano. Actually marami pa ibang packages yung ano yung SHOP. All right? Okay. So I'll just end with this class. So chapter summary na lang natin, no? Explainable AI, XAI, using SHOP. We introduced this method for interpreting complex machine learning models. No? So tinignan natin random forest, no? Selected by our forecast decision engine yung kanina. Okay, SHOP values were computed to quantify the contribution of each predictor. Okay, tinignan natin yung feature importance plot, tsaka tinignan din natin yung B-swarm. So together, these visualizations transformed a random forest model from a highly accurate forecasting tool into an interpretable decision support system. Okay, so for your case class, pwedeng yung ano yung importance at saka yung beeswax. I'm not expecting you to do the waterfall. Okay, so with that class, thank you so much. I hope that that clarifies yung SHOP, no? Which I'm sure you'll be able to make use of in your research in the future. Okay, thank you so much.